So you're looking for more information on the Petal Credit Card? Well, in this video, I'm going to be giving you a Petal Credit Card review, so you definitely want to stick with me all the way through this video so you don't miss anything. Now, my name is Rakeem Madison, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Also, tick that bell icon if you want to learn how to build a long, sustainable business that will give you the freedom you deserve. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and minimize my camera and we're gonna jump right into today's content. All right, so as you can see, we are here on petalcard.com. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go throughout the website so you have complete clarity on exactly what's going on with these credit cards. And then after that, we're gonna transition over to the notepad so I can answer any questions that you probably have in your mind, right now. All right. All right, so with that being said, as you can see here, it says responsible credit for the modern world. All right, so you see right under that, it states that variable APRs range from 12.99% all the way up to 29.49%. But don't go anywhere yet, right? It's definitely some benefits behind all of that. All right, so as we continue to go down, right off the bat, you can see that there's two different cards, the green one and you can see the yellow one, right? So there's the Petal 1 and the Petal 2. So now as we continue to go down, you're gonna see like the comparison between the two and what are the benefits. So with Petal 1, you can see there's no annual fee, but they do have late fees and return payment fees, okay? So those will still apply. Now you can get from $500 all the way up to $5,000 limits. And then the APRs, as you can see here, is 19.99% and 29.49%. And then you can see down here, here's a benefit. You get 2% all the way up to 10% cash back at select merchants, so different merchants that they actually partner with. Now let's transition over to Petal number 2. So responsible credit without fees. So 1 to 1.5% cash back and more offers. They have no fees, right? So no return or late payments. And then you can get an even larger limit, which is $500 to $10,000 limits, okay? And then you can see the APRs are actually 12.99% all the way up to 26.9. So you can see the APR over here can really vary, and it's a lot lower than 19%, but they're still kind of up there. All right, so if you want to, if you can come over to the website, you can go ahead and hit learn more, and it'll give you, some additional information, and you can continuously check that out. All right, so we're gonna push on down, and then as we continue to go down, right, it's just gonna give you a visual of how the app looks and etc. Right? And another thing, when you get to the other page, right, when you click learn more, it's gonna give you like a comparison with other credit cards out there right now. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to actually go over to the notepad, and I'm going to cover some things that I feel that you should definitely know if you decide to actually go ahead and apply for this, okay? And I think these are going to be extremely important. Okay, so here we go. So what information do you need to provide in the application? So number one, you need your full legal name, your birthday, your mailing address, your email address, your U.S. phone number, either a social security number or an individual taxpayer identification number, estimated annual income, plus the monthly housing payment if that's something that you have. And then of course, this is an important part, which is linking a checking or savings account, all right? Now the thing with this checking or savings account, you have to have at least 3 months worth of banking data, right? Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna actually use your bank account, like what's going on in your bank account, like, how do you pay bills and so on, to be able to make a decision on if they're actually gonna be able to, give you this credit card or approve you. All right, so those are the things that you need, when you're filling out the application. Now we're gonna move on to the next question, which is, does Petal report to the credit bureaus? Yes, they do. They report to Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, and SageStream. So if you don't know what SageStream is, it's another bureau that's out there. There's actually a ton of them out there that most people don't know about, right? So they actually report to 4 credit bureaus. All right, so the next thing is, when will you see Petal on your credit report, right? I get asked this on a lot of my YouTube videos. So it's going to take 1 to 2 months, right? So 30 to 60 days. Now, if there's in a case where it's been like 90 days, I mean, it's been like, 90 days or way past that time, there is an email right here. I provided that email for you, so you can send them an email there, all right? All right, so we're going to push on through. So how long will it take to get your card in the mail? So you should receive your card within 6 to 10 business days. And if it's at the 10th business day, maybe give it to the 11th day. But if it's like pushing 13, 14, 15, then you could just use this phone number right here to call them and see how they can possibly help you. All right, so let's go ahead and push down even further. All right, so how is your credit score actually used in this application? So if you have a credit score, they'll actually look at it. But if you don't, they won't have enough information. So that's where the checking or the savings account comes in, and then they'll be able to use that to be able to make a decision on whether they want to approve you or not. So the main target audience for this credit card is actually people who don't really have any credit, right? No credit, or if they have like, subprime credit, right? So when I was doing my research, right, I didn't, include it in here, but I saw as low as a 550, right? Now that's for the Petal 1. Now for the Petal 2, as you can see, it was a higher limit credit card. So it's more for, once again, no credit. And in the case where, you don't have a credit score, then they're just going to verify by using your banking stuff. Okay. So that's where the whole no credit check thing actually comes in. All right. So we're going to push on down. So now, will applying for the Petal credit card affect your credit score? All right. So this part is extremely important, right? So I want you to pay very close attention before you do anything. So hopefully you haven't hit see my offer yet or anything like that. All right, so pre-approval is the first part of the application, and during this step, only a soft pull is performed. So a soft pull is not going to affect your credit score, right? It's not going to harm you. Now, the second part of this is if you're pre-approved, you'll be invited to submit your full application for one of the Petal cards in which you qualify for, right? So once you apply, a hard inquiry will be completed, okay? So pre-approval, you get a soft pull. If you get to a point where you're pre-approved, then it will be a hard pull once you actually go to apply, okay? So keep that in mind. All right, so what happens if you make a late payment or you can't pay the due date? Well, if you miss a payment, right, and I want you to pay close attention to this, your card will be temporarily suspended until you're paid until you have at least paid the past due amount and it actually posts. So they're looking for it to actually post, and then at that point, your card will no longer be temporarily suspended. It will be back active, right? But of course, if you miss a payment, guess what? That's actually going to hurt you. That's going to hurt your credit, right? And that's the whole point of you trying to get this is to, help you either get credit if you didn't have it, or if you are trying to rebuild your credit, right? You don't want to be like missing payments, right? But I know things happen, but of course you don't want to be missing payments. So this right here is also something that's going to that you want to take into account is your current address for this. It cannot be a correctional institution, right? Because this is going to disqualify you right from the jump. And then you have previously applied for the card, right? Because one thing about Petal, if you try to apply again, they won't let you do it, all right? So that's what that's pretty much saying. And then the last thing is if you have filed for bankruptcy within the last 48 months, then this will pretty much disqualify you. So that is my Petal credit card review. Hopefully you got some value from this video and you got a little bit more clarity. And if you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful or valuable. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.